Perfect. So, welcome, guys. Welcome to the copywriting course that is being presented to you by Yuva. I might sound a little low because I'm not well today. You guys can see my screen.
Yes, we can see.
Perfect. So, this is about Yuva a little bit, and since you're here, this is about me. So basically, I have pivoted my career from mechanical engineering to marketing and copywriting. This all stuff is over the time we'll get to know. It's just that I have been in this field because of my passion, that is to be in front of the camera. That led me to start my vlogging channel while I was in college. That led me to help a lot of channels grow their profiles. That led me to another venture that I started was Cloud Kitchen, then a job in this space, I mean the creative space. And then it's been over a year now that I have been working in my own agency. And yeah, in between this, I have had my pilot project of podcast as well. This is all something which I do, and by this I don't mean to promote the you know switching your careers very easily like I did. But if the pivot helps you, analyze it, and you guys for from ever and ever have more resources now to actually understand, analyze, and quadruple your efforts and get more rewards over it. These are some ground rules, okay? So if you are not speaking, please keep your mics on mute. That creates a lot of disturbance. If you have any question, please stop me. Ask questions. Let's make this interact. Third is you should keep a diary or a copy to take a notes, and you need it from time to time. And also don't hesitate to take screenshots, because digital notes might help you remember, but the written notes help your muscle memory to build the thought of it. And last thing, if you are not playing Garba, driving, or wearing clothes, please keep your cameras open. I want faces. I want to see how you guys react, how you guys look. Are you just AI models that UA has sent in front of me? I need to be sure of that. So open up your cameras as much as you can. Yes, Naisha.
My roommates are sleeping at the back because I'm in a boarding school, so I can't today. I will from Wednesday onwards. But today it's a little tough for me.
It's okay.
All right,
No
thank you.
worries. Cool. So moving on, let's watch this video first before we start.
Creativity is extraordinary. It can come from anywhere and exists in everyone. It's in her and in him and in them. Blurring the lines between code and chaos, it can take any shape, some of which you would never expect. Like all of us, it's a work in progress. When I choose creativity, I take the harder path, the unfinished search in pursuit of the exceptional, a sprint forward where there is no finish line. Creativity has the power to transform people, build business, and shape society in a way that nothing else can. It walks with me every step of the way, through all stages and diversions. It's insight and inspiration, it's encouragement and connection, milestones and magic. Creativity is not only in anyone, but for everyone. Whoever you are, wherever you are, stay restless, aim higher, push forward.
Creativity. It's not for you or me or one person, it's for everyone. What evokes in you after watching this video? Still processing, I believe. Yes, Naisha.
Creativity is not something you're born with, but something that evolves and develops over time based on your surroundings and things that you experience.
Yeah, so true. So in creative zone, there is nothing wrong. Like Naisha said, it depends on the reality. It depends on the space you are in. Everybody is right, but this right does not mean that you cross the limits that every reality has. So let's move forward and see what we are going to cover today. We'll be covering what is copywriting, the structure of an ad. We will go on an adventure of copy, and then we'll try to analyze how to write a copy and attaching sense to it, and also what red flags to avoid. That's important. There's a human tendency. A person might not know what he or she wants, but they would certainly know what they do not want. So when you ask them for a favorite ice cream, you say you say certain points which will make them go, oh no, not this. So for me, if you say having Sitafal ice cream, I would say no, not Sitafal ice cream. Maybe butterscotch or chocolate is something I would prefer. That's an instinct that majorly most of us humans follow, and that avoiding red flags is important. Coming from Indore, biggest red flag here is throwing garbage out SE on the street. What's your red flag? Let's yeah, have this conversation. What's a red flag for you? Maybe in terms of food, friend, or vacation. Oh God. Yes, Naisha. Thank you.
No problem. For a friend, maybe dishonesty.
Hmm. A big trait, no, nowadays that you need to pass. Interesting. Thanks for making it interactive, Naisha. I don't know. Other people are either having their dinners or maybe
No
some
problem, no problem.
great. Yes, Anvi.
I think for friend, it can also be that they might try to control you. So that might be like a red flag that they're trying to force something that you don't want to do.
Domination sort of thing.
Yeah.
Dominating nature. Interesting. Nice. Yes, Ananya.
Again, a friend, I think not respecting your opinions or trying to enforce their own opinions onto you, even though you're not comfortable with those.
Mm, it can be said as manipulative, right? Getting their thoughts and their things approved in the group.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in a way.
yes, sure. Yeah.
For friendship, I would say being two-faced is a major red flag
Mm,
because you're being someone for someone else and someone other to another person. That's not a good thing.
mm, interesting. Great. So these are all some insights that you have come out with, or I would say some thoughts, which we will build on later in the session. There is a session about insights where we will get to know why these things are important. For now, let's go on. And are you guys done with your dinner? You can open up your cameras. Because, see, two things you all know by this far, that teacher and mentor are different. Mentor will just help you, point you, guide you towards the direction. Teachers hold your hand and take you to certain points. So I am there with you at every point of your life. You can ask me certain things, you can ask me out of certain things as well. But one thing you need to make sure that this session is for you guys. So you have to take the authority of it and we make it interactive. Otherwise, legit, this is something I can cover in 25, 13 minutes, the whole course. I want you guys to get involved. So, what is copywriting? The first is online definition of it, that is the activity or occupation of writing the text of advertisements or publicity material. But I say copywriting is an art of writing a persuasive piece of content, also known as copy that serves a purpose. A copy must serve a purpose, must serve a purpose. There are these four words, five words that we should emphasize on. Copywriting is an art of writing. The main objective of copywriting is to persuade the mind of your target audience. You all are aware of this target audience term?
Yeah.
Perfect. So you persuade the mind, the thought of your target audience, which can be on basis of region, age, um, interest, behavior, demographics, psychographics, a lot of things. Also copy. It is called copy and copy sets and copy pieces, not copies. They are not fax machine or printer machine or Xerox machine that gives out copies. We give out copy pieces. We write them. We write them with a purpose for the target audience and also for the brand or us. So then what becomes the structure of an ad? Structure of an ad has different things, different four, five things. The first is the head. What does the head do in our life? Head has all the information, right? And a lot of unnecessary information, I would say. We would exactly know at 5 p.m. 1 week from 1 week ago what this person said to me that hurt me, and how could I have replied him or her in a better way. You have this information very unnecessarily in your mind. Similarly, every ad has some information in it, because if that ad if it does not have any information for the target audience, it's just another piece of return words for people. So then what information can it include? It can be about the product. It can be what does the product do or the company do? How will it help me? You can also have the taste. What does it taste? You see, Maza ad, Fruity ad, they talk about the tastes, the feel that you get when you drink it, how I buy it, how is it made. These are few things that can be the information of an ad. And these informations are like head of the ad. So then after our head has things, what's the second part that you think can come, which handles the head or which has the head placed correctly? Oh, come on, yaar. You are the youth man. Anyway, the shoulders. The head lies on the shoulders, yeah. They say no, there's a lot of responsibilities on your shoulder. And that is perfectly fitted for the ad as well. These shoulders had for from the ad's perspective, they have a biggest responsibility, that is to capture the attention. How do you capture the attention? It's through the headline. Everything that you've written under it lies in the headline. So the headline needs to be great without any doubt. It helps people to navigate through the image that you have given with it, through the ad that you've written. And ads can be in different formats. It can be paper ad, print ad, in pamphlets, in newspapers. It can be digital ad, like on social media platforms. It can be a proper video ad where you write scripts. It can be a billboard ad as well, which comes under a print ad. It can be an OOH, out of home ad, where you make certain things work, and it might and may not have the headline. But these are the formats of ads, and headline in all of these ads play a major role. So your shoulders needs to be strong here. Next is the heart. Heart is the part where we all have our emotions. We say, right, we are thinking from heart, or either we are thinking from our head, from our brain. And in ad, you have the head filled with information. Then you have the shoulders, which has the responsibility that carry the headline, the interest of the people. And then it's the heart that makes people hooked along with the choice of words that you have been making throughout. It's about how the ad makes you feel. How does it make you connect with certain emotions? Does it make you happy, hungry, attracted, inspired, or just feel like you are at peace? So, an ad without an emotion doesn't connect with people, right? That makes sense.
Yeah,
So, we need to have, so it's not like we can only write informative ads. You can also have information written in such a way that it makes people curious about the emotion it is written with. Otherwise, it will just be another talk or another article that you've written or, you know, read. Next is legs. Very important, huh? They legs. What does the legs do? What do they do in our body?
They take us from one place to another.
Do actually.
Yeah, and that's what we use the legs for in copywriting in ads. We take people after we have had a great full body workout. If we don't do legs workout, our legs might not be in that great shape as the upper body, and your whole body structure will look a little odd. Imagine, have you seen Johnny, the cartoon,
Johnny
Johnny
Bravo.
Bravo?
Johnny Bravo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Have you seen that?
Yes.
Doesn't he look very odd? His whole upper body is so big, and then the lower body is just so squeezed. He has very thin legs. So your ad needs to have this particular thing as well. Imagine I have motivated you. I have made you feel inspired also. And then I left you with that feeling without telling you what to do with it. You will be so confused and you'll just scroll maybe, and after certain point you will be like कि, okay, I should just sleep now. मेरे से बुरा इंसान कोई नहीं हो सकता जिंदगी में. So if I'm not taking that motivation, inspiration, and that information to drive people to certain place, to take some action, the ad might not do great. I must tell you, as a writer, you must tell the target audience after they have been gone through this great piece of ad. What should they do? Should they try out service? Should they be more grateful? Should they look out for certain spaces to serve the community? Should they be looking out for these certain features in the car next time they go out? What is it? We need to tell them. So now I would give you this particular ad. You can read it, right? Or should I zoom it?
I think we can read
We,
it.
yes,
Perfect.
I can read it.
Perfect. Take 2 3 minutes, read it, and then we'll go back. Done reading?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Great. So tell me, what's the head, shoulder, heart, and legs in this? Where are they situated? Yes, Naisha.
So the head would be the information that they've written.
So
Um,
where it is? Where should I mark it?
so like from the we wouldn't want to alarm or shock unnecessarily to the end of the page where it says please.
Here.
Yeah, to like where it says please from
Okay.
the other side.
On the other
Um,
side.
yeah,
Okay, till here. The whole thing you're saying, it's
yeah,
the
the head, which is like the information.
okay.
The shoulders would be the headline, which is why you should think more seriously about killing yourself.
Okay.
Um, I'm not so sure about. I think the legs are the message basically, right? Or like
Can be.
or like what they have to do, right?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know how you'd mark that, but basically, um, to pick up the phone and call the Samaritans or meet them in person if they need to talk about a trivial matter.
This particular phase, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this is legs.
Hmm.
Okay. Cool. Great, Naisha. Thanks.
Yeah.
Was let's go Shaurya and then Sanvi.
On the right side from the top, the Samaritans are there to listen to, and the second one, a Samaritan will never judge or criticize. That's the heart of the ad.
Okay.
And on the left side, near the bottom, the difference is that it's a cry that will always be answered, and till the near bottom, that would be um, more.
To where?
We hope that people will call long before they reach that point.
Okay. This place. This is what?
This is the this can also be a part of the heart of the ad. And then on
Okay.
the headline obviously is the shoulders, why you should think more seriously about killing yourself. And however, the head would be from we wouldn't want to alarm or shock till first and foremost a pride. That would be the head.
Okay.
And from Samaritans are on call for 24 hours to the end is the legs.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Great. Thank you, Shaurya. Yes, Sanvi.
Yeah, I was only about to talk about the heart. He has already mentioned it.
So this Samaritan part you say is hard for you, or the this difference?
Both of them.
Okay. Cool. Great attempt, yeah. Yeah, you were saying something, Sanvi?
No, nothing. That's it.
You've been to some copywriting course. You guys have been to some copywriting course before, or what?
No, sir.
No.
Great.
This is
You
my
got a few points on point. Few things on point. This is the shoulder. This grabs you by the collar, no? Why should you think more seriously about killing yourself? And come on, yeah, we guys, imagine you just got off the phone at 4 a.m., started from 1 a.m. till 4 a.m., just talking out the person from this depression of so-called their crush did not respond. So the heart
Very,
basically, sorry,
very real.
and then you read this article next day in the morning through a pamphlet or newspaper. Why should you think more seriously about killing yourself? So the shoulders for sure is this thing where the headline lies. Heart is the emotion, right? Yes, Shaurya.
I feel like the headline of this, why you should think more seriously about killing yourself, it just catches you off guard very easily. Like it just takes a very random turn, and then you're like, oh wait, that's not what it means.
Yeah. You'll be like, oh, no, what? Just a minute. Did I read it right? And remember, the heart has the emotions, right? When I say, but it is alarming that every year 2 lakh people in this country try to kill themselves. And this is shocking because only a very few of them really want to die. It's not by choice they're doing it. It's not their choice. They don't want to die. It's the heart. That's the emotion of it. The other part are talking about everything that you have to build to showcase the information. This is the head, this is the information. When I say Samaritans, information about the product, you remember we just saw that information about the product. So when I say Samaritans are on call for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, anywhere in the country, and there are daytime centers, you can visit in nearly 200 cities and towns. So there is no bound to be one near you. So this is the head, this is the information about the company that you're speaking out to your target audience. And the legs, like you all mentioned, is the last part of it. That's why everyone should think more seriously about taking the easy way out and call the Samaritans. You need to call them. This makes you think more about the ad now. Arey, Baba, I asked something. Does this make you think more about the ad now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes, it does. It does.
I thought you guys are in shock or what? I don't know. Nice. So let's move ahead. You want to ask anything?
No.
Perfect. I think Manal just joined. Manal, you'll get the recording of it. But what we have done so far is this only: the shoulder, the heart, the head, the legs, where shoulder represents headlines, heart represents the emotion in an ad, and the head has the information about the product, the service of the company, and the legs is the call to action that you give. Now we will start the quest of an ad, the adventure we talked about. See, this is a sequence which happens usually when you start writing an ad and when it is being structured and published or post on internet. You try to catch attention of the people. You must have gone through this line throughout in some of the reels that you might have been, seen when you enrolled in the copywriting workshop. You must have gotten some ads. They try to capture your attention. And like the ad we just read before this, should think more seriously about killing yourself. That catches your attention. And it will be, the attention will always be the headline. Your body text cannot be the attention grabbing thing. The attention grabbing will be done only by the headline. Then you set up a problem. Again, referring to the ad before, this set up a problem by saying it is not really that they want to die, but every year 200,000 farmers die. And it should not happen. That's the need. You set up the problem for them. After you set up the problem and the part where the head came, the middle part, you remember, which was not marked in any way for any heading. That's the education part. There you educate people. There you educate people that how can things be solved and subtly leading them to the head, to the product, to the service that you are promoting in it. And then you sell. You directly say, call, buy, try, grab this opportunity. You sell. And after that, if they have bought it, you ask them, which is the last point, an important thing to build advocacy for you, to share it with their friends, their families, their acquaintance. It is very tough for a brand to penetrate into the mind of a person and make them buy their product or the service. Once a brand has done it, they have made a way into that particular consumer's life. And now that consumer might recognize that particular brand again in one of his or her experience. And when they recognize it, when they stumble upon that particular incident, that situation, they will remember the brand. And when they remember the brand, you start asking them to build advocacy for you. You start asking them, recommend us. And recommendation can have then perks attached to it. So a lot of times brand gives this particular perk. If you refer us, you will get certain thing. If you refer us, you will get this coupon code. If you refer us, for every referral, you will get this money or these credits for you. So the building advocacy is important because this long penetration process of getting into the consumer's mind, it's long. But once I suggest my friend to try out this particular thing, it's no hard deal or it's not that big of a thing for the friend. They'll just go and try it out. Why? Because I said that. So this cycle is repeated every time. Perfect. Everything suits well till now. Or you want to ask anything?
No, no.
Great. Read this ad. Can you read this ad or should I zoom it in?
Please zoom in,
Can you
sir. I
zoom in?
can't read it.
Zoom?
Now is it feasible? Oh, visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, just a minute. I'll be adjusting it because I might not get the whole thing. Yeah, better now. You are able to read it, right?
Yes, sir.
I can't read the little like thing at the bottom, right? Like in
Wait,
pink. Yeah.
I'll open up in another window for you guys. I'm finding the ad right now. Um, the thing is, my PPT does not respond well when shared on screen. My MS what presentation is a little introvert. I'm trying to find where did I get this ad from. Oof. Arey, where have I kept it? Just a minute, huh? Can I zoom out in this? This is better.
Yeah.
Read the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. This
Yeah.
this also you've read, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we just studied about grabbing the attention, educating the people, selling them, and building the advocacy. Perfect. You remember, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's try that in this ad. Where do you think? Let's go back and refer to the titles: attention, problem, educate, sell, advocacy. Perfect. Now let's find out these pointers in this ad.
Um, like for catching attention, I'd say it's the that little like figurine,
Mhm. What is it? Sorry.
the figurine on the left.
This.
Yeah, it catches the viewer's attention, but
Okay.
I don't see it having any sort of connection to what it's written, like the content. So,
Okay. Yes, sure. Yeah.
The asterisk made at the top is what catches our attention, making us question what it is, and then it educate it catches our attention, saying how telling us how about the asterisk is a bad thing and what comes along with it. Then it then the act Davis mini release is where it provides us a solution and further educates us on it. Till and then it says if you promise to pay your invoice on time, that is where it tells us to buy it. And and at the end it talks about how recommendations and everything.
Hmm. Nice. Nice approach. Almost makes sense. When I was on this project writing this thing, I was also blown up. What is this? But then, exactly, this catches the collar, this catches the attention. Asterisk sign, a big part of our life. We need to see whether terms and conditions are applied to it or not. And then we go and talk about whatever you want to call it. It's always mentioned bad news for you, some extra fees, something that was attached to it, which is a big problem for everyone. And then, like you said, you educate people, but and you educate about the brand. But with Avis Minilease, what you see is what you get. We promise you'll get a flexible car. So up to this point, what seems too good to be true isn't just usually just that, but with Avis, you are educating about the product. And then here you sell them. We promise you'll get flexible car lease in a way, all insurance, maintenance, and checkups are included. You promise to pay invoice in time and otherwise treat your car as our own. In fact, a star deal, but without a little star. This is we're selling it. And this part is where you are building the advocacy. We try harder. So when you write an ad, you need to observe an ad. You need to observe how you can communicate things with your audience. And also, you need to be very, this will come in the next coming slides. You need to be very a person who questions everything. That's important. Make sense? Anything that you want to ask?
No.
Perfect. Great. Even the songwriting is something you can get inspired from to write copy. Acha, tell me, why did you choose copywriting? I mean, there are courses like psychology, digital marketing, and all. Were the seats full there? That's why you chose copywriting, or you knew about copywriting and genuinely interested in it?
I feel like it helps build analytical skills. So it's important to have that, and it looks good on the resume.
Uh, for me, the thing is, when I was registering for the internship program, I only had three options, and I only had copywriting, digital marketing, and other, and there was nothing such as psychology or anything. And I, for one, have always had an interest in copywriting, so I was like, why not take it?
Nice.
For me, writing is one of my hobbies, so it really catch my interest.
Yeah, so even I really enjoy writing, so I thought, why not?
Mm, nice. You guys knew what copywriting term means, or I mean, how did you get to know what this term copywriting means? Because there are two types of, when you pronounce it, there are two types of copywriting, right? Where one that get the products copyright, and then this is another copywriting. The spellings are different, but you when you say it, it's the same thing. How did you come across this thing, copywriting? Oh, I mean, which cities are you from, guys, and what do you do?
I'm originally from Mumbai, but I go to boarding school in Bangalore. So, yeah, I'm in 11th grade right now, and I go to Stoneham International. Yeah.
Which subject have you opted for?
So it's an IB curriculum, which a new curriculum has been introduced, which is called a CP program.
Hmm.
And I'm actually doing film for it. So, yeah.
Nice, nice. So basically, you shifted from a little, from a traffic city to a little more traffic
Yeah.
uh, city where it has a lot of traffic. I mean, nice. And also a place, a city where the water, there's plenty of water, and a city where there's scarcity of water at times.
But at the moment, there's quite a lot of water because of the floodings that have happened in Bangalore. So,
Great. The rest of you, where you from, guys? And I saw a few of you open their camera. I appreciate it. And then I don't appreciate you closing them.
Um, I'm from Lucknow. I'm in 12th grade, so I have my board next year in February. And I'm from City Montessori School. My career counselor recommends that program to me, so I was like, okay, let's go for it.
Oh, nice. Who's your career counselor? May I know the name?
Her name is Anshu Mishra. And when I told her that I registered for it, and she was like, she just straight up said she saw your website and she just straight up forwarded it to us because we would like it.
Mm. Uh, so CMS, I know a lot of my friend, a lot of friends are there in Lucknow, and they teach in CMS.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. The okay, let's not go there. But great, great, Shaurya. You guys get to meet Mr. and Mrs. Gandhi.
Yeah, like a lot. Like Mr. Gandhi has passed away, sadly.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but like usually there would be assemblies where we would see Mrs. Gandhi and she would give long speeches, which would usually end up being very hilarious.
Indeed. And they both are so sweet. I mean, rest in peace for Uncle, but then, yeah. Great, move. Let's move on. I took a break so that, it's not heavy for you guys on the brain. Chala, in the middle of night, you are scratching your head like anything, and like, "Ye kya pad liya copywriting?" Perfect. Where you from? I am in. So there are two Ananya, Ananya Singh, and another is also Ananya Singh. One has single A after the Y, and the other is she has double A. So the double A Ananya, should we call Ananya to you or?
I think Ananya is fine.
My name is pretty
With
common, so I'm not even surprised there is another Ananya section.
yeah, me too.
I thought you both have like there's one single person only joining from two different IDs.
No.
Where you Ananyas from? Are you from the same city? That will be interesting.
So, I'm from Bangalore.
I'm from Ghaziabad.
Arey yaar. Amazing, amazing. Ghaziabad, SM Nation.
No.
अरे सीधे मौत में I mean nice. Okay. So you guys in school? Ananyas.
Yeah, I'm in
Yes,
12th.
sir.
What are you guys studying?
So I'm studying humanities under the IST curriculum.
Uh,
Yeah, so I'm giving my board exam as well next year in 2025.
nice.
Yeah.
Interesting. All the best to you and Shaurya. And everybody else as well. Hey, I have to ask again and again, kya, by calling the name of everyone. Come on. Okay. So moving on. Now we get to see how to write a copy. And these are elements that we'll be studying, and you'll have to write something till the next session for me and for the brand. Be Sherlock. This is what going to, I was referring to in the previous slide. Think of unthinkable. Sherlock's think of so many unthinkable things that, the possibilities are unlimited. And question a lot. Question about the brand's existence, about the USP. Why would the owner should choose this brand over another brands? Why should the employees, what motivates employees besides salary to be here in the company? And question to the company and its people, also the target audience as well. Question a lot. Don't think that your question might come out as silly, because the silliest of the ideas get you sometimes the great ideas, the great ad concepts. Ask questions, be the Sherlock. Don't hesitate. Then you start analyzing your competitors. It's highly improbable that the product or the service that you are writing for is the only kind of the product which is available in the market. That's highly unlikely, highly improbable. So then what do? You start analyzing the competitors, because the chances of you writing an ad which is different from the brand in the same category is less unless you start analyzing them. And that is the nightmare. Nightmare is you end up writing what has already been written by some other competitor. And if you do so, remember every step is important, not just the first. That is my analogy for life as well. You start with first step, asking questions, you go and analyze competitors, and you get into the nightmare. You start writing and you see like, oh, I've started and I should appreciate that I've started. No, in 2024, starting anything is very easy, but being consistent with it is very important. So I passed out in 2020 from my college. In 2020, and I took a gap after my school to join the college as well. So, in between that period and the period that we are in, like we are in right now, there's a little difference in relationships, majorly amongst the youths and youngsters. I am also young, huh? Don't think I'm not young. I'm just 26. Yeah, come on. So the thing here is the nature has become a little different. Before this, to initiate the conversation and to initiate a relationship was a big thing. And to sustain also was another thing, because there were certain integrations of the thoughts which were not influenced by this fast paced content world. But now you see, starting a relation, being in a relation, and ending the relation is so quick that in one financial year, you can have a lot of relationships, which is not right fundamentally. Every opinion can differ from this. But the thing is, why are you ending the relationship so quickly? Is because starting was very easy. So the starting is not just the major hard work that you do, it is still for a lot of people. Not just in relationship wise, not just in conversation wise, but in doing things, trying things as well. Like you guys, for example, when you hopped onto the call, not everybody was open to take the first step and introduce, but to sustainably have a interaction throughout the course. That's what I seek, not just the introduction. So analyze the competitors. You don't want your ad to be something that has been written already. That puts you and the brand in a very risky position. Then you find insight. After establishing the camp of by knowing what the brand is, what the USPs are, how do they differ, what makes them highly likable in the same niche as other brands, and analyzing the competitors. After establishing the camp and learning about the competitors, it becomes important to understand the difference between an insight and a truism. A truism sounds like a statement, which is true. You cannot deny it. You can have opinions on it, but that is true. Like, life is hard. Life is hard. It's true. Ananya Pandey has also some hardships in her life. Being in that status, us finding and navigating through our career paths, life is hard here as well. Balancing the family time, balancing the family values, growing as a person, developing our own values, our own style, our own choices, balancing through them is the part of life which is also hard. So this is true. But on the other hand, an insight reveals something deeper and more specific. When life is hard is a truism. When life is tough, you feel like disappearing is an insight. Whenever there is certain incident, there is an incident that happened to you, a situation that you are in, and this might happen a lot of times. You feel like just disappearing from this place, just running away from this place, not be there. This is an insight. If I would just have said life is hard, okay, yeah. When I say when life is tough, I feel like disappear. This is an insight. An insight is attached to a certain psychological and behavioral aspect of it. Fourth is apply logic. There needs to be logic. Without logic, we will be another Pappu, and it will not be the song Pappu Ka Dansala. It will be the company writing on our recommendation that Pappu can't write Sala, and we will just not be able to show the recommendation at all. And the best ads have logic as their core element. Logic helps you build some effects, lasting effects as well. And you might want to break this logic into certain steps as well, like 3, 5 steps, something like that. And when you start breaking down the logic into the ad that you're going to put, you've not yet written the logic. When you have certain logics, you start to break it down in certain pointers. And when you start doing that, you might want to, when you start doing it, you know, you will see certain things evolving out of it, or certain fragments that will be, coming out of it. And if this happens, what comes next is why that will lead, how would one react to it in different ways. These three things happens when you start using the fragments of a logic that you have written or certain logic that fits right. You start you start framing the concept of that I add by what comes next. Like, you've written a line. After that line, what should come next that will hook the reader to my content? Where and why that will lead people to read my whole content is another thing, or watch my content as well. And then we need to also give them a reason to stick around, and at the end to make them react on our content. This might sound so heavy right now, but when you start writing it, it all will, fall into places. The dots will start connecting, but you'll have to write it down. Fifth, headline is the key. You now know by this far, after reading 2, 3 ads, watching the video, you now know that headline needs to be very, so that your target audience fits there. Perfect. Anything up till now that you want to maybe reflect on? or should I just continue?
No, so please continue.
So let's say then. Sixth, what does the key unlocks? So the headline is the key. What does this unlock is, if the headline is the key, the smooth road with canopy is what comes when you open it. The headline catches the attention. The body has to have all the other things. The needs, the education of your target audience, the purpose, selling your service or the product, and building the advocacy to it. Otherwise, your great headline will just go in vain. You need to make that journey of the reader, target audience, this smooth transitioning from the headline to the rest of the content. Then, this is the big time thing that I have learned throughout my career. You need to see how you make the features a benefit for the audience. A car can easily say, or like an example that I have written here, Apple does this well. Apple, so there was 20 megapixel, there was this campaign which Apple did just shot on iPhone. Shot on iPhone was the campaign name. So 20 megapixel camera, great, but what does it good for? How is how is it going to add value to your life? And that's a real story. And what did Apple build on this is, they just took a photo, they captured it, they made the billboard with a small line at the end, shot an iPhone. This is the benefit of having a 20 megapixel camera. This is a feature which is shown as a benefit to the audience. So show the benefits that audience can get out of it, because people don't want nowadays just the feature. So you can reflect on yourself as well in this regard, that when was the last time you read features and not got influenced by how it will help you enhance your productivity, or make you more lazy in terms of waking up from the bed and shutting the lights down or switching on the fan or the AC. These are the benefits that play the role in our life. We don't want features. अगर वो feature को I can show that this is the benefit you get, people are attracted, people are sold for it. Now comes the part where writing is okay. Anyone can do that. Chat GPT is there, and the other a lot of other AI tools are there. But the delivery and connecting emotions through your content is the key. You can use any tool, but if you do not deliver that emotion, if you don't make people connect to your content, there is no way. So you do not need to be a great advertiser or an expert marketer to know the difference between an okay copy and a freaking lovely copy. You guys just saw this, and you expressed as well in the last two ads that we did, the asterisk ad and the Samaritans ad. And also imagine why certain emails, you just delete them, you just ignore them, whereas some emails catches your breath, catches your attention, makes you smile, and evokes you, provokes you to open it and read it. So writing the subject of email is also part of copywriting. And you as a consumer of content also know this and also recognize this. It's just you need to have that spidey sense of observation now open as an advertiser, or I would say as a copywriter, to consume the emotions out of it and see how this truism that is being acted out in front of you can be made an insight where you relate a lot of people with. Cool. So this is a diagram that I can make sense out of for out of this particular content for you guys. See, this part is what? If you just lie in this circle, you'll just be talking about the features. This is how. This can be the benefits. If you lie in this circle, you will be great. You will be doing good. But when you connect emotions of what and how, this particular corner becomes a very dangerous place. And it's a very, like the green island space for you as a writer to be at. When the what of the company, feature, service gets interacted with how of the company, emotions evoke. Wow. What do you guys feel when you see these ads?
Hungry.
Hungry.
Indeed.
Hungry.
We all will go and order now, right?
Yes.
No,
So,
but there's like a sense of emptiness, when they say pasta Heinz. It's like, oh, something's missing with the ketchup.
yeah, you have to get. So, on a lot of spaces in my previous batches, when I showed this thing, an insight came up. They said, like, there's some sense of taste being, coming into our mouth of, ketchup, of having fries with the ketchup. This just feels adhura. Eating fries without ketchup. A lot of you might not like eating ketchup with fries or burger. But then come on, we are Indians. We like to have ketchup. I was in Germany some time back. I was so shocked. So one thing in Germany, fries are not called fries. They are called pommes. You have to go. I was ordering in McDonald's. I was like, "Can I have fries?" Like, what fries? You want the patty to be fried? It is fried only, sir. And no, fries the potato getting into the oil, getting out fried. Oh, pommes. And I got to know pommes. And you have to buy ketchup over there in McDonald's. Dude, half a euro you have to spend for ketchup. That suddenly shoot my respect for Indian McDonald's, yeah. No, we exploit our McDonald's. We take ketchup pouches to our rooms back and homes back a lot of times. The oregano and chili flakes from the pizza places. But this is an example of what, how, and in between the emotion. This is the emotion, past the Heinz. Having fries with ketchup, having burger with ketchup is an emotion. What do you feel when you read these ads? Most punctual airline at India's busiest airport, SpiceJet has recorded the time The highest on-time performance in October amongst all airlines in Mumbai Airport, India's number one. Whereas Indigo was sleep with your wife, same day return flights from all metros.
The second one is very wrong. I mean, like, what?
Yeah. So
But the second one catches your eye. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think I'll read the first one because it's too long.
I feel
First
like
one is boring. The headline is
Yeah.
too long.
yeah, and also yeah, go on, Nisha.
I
Nisha.
feel like you'd want to read the rest of the ad to understand context by what they mean by sleep with your wife.
Hmm.
I think that's what they were trying to like get out of that rather than the first one. It's far more like just it's just bold in order to catch the eye, but the text on the other side like catches your eye because of what
Hmm.
they're saying, not because of how it looks.
Yeah, true.
In this case, also less is more because on the right there's less like text, but it get like draws more attention rather than the one on the left.
Basically, the left one is a shit. Why? Because this is making no sense for me. The most punctual airline at India's busiest airport, what it has to do with me, SpiceJet has recorded the highest on-time performance in October amongst all airlines at Mumbai airport. What is, why should I read it? There's no benefit for me. I mean, it's no benefit. It's a fact that you have shared with me. Okay, good. But when I add some benefit, same day return flights is a service that I'm giving out, but I add benefit that you can sleep with your wife at home. You don't have to travel all day, sleep in a hotel room, on video call with talking to your wife and your kids. Yeah, sure, yeah.
I feel like the second advertisement would make you want to know why they say it that way. And the first one is just very bland.
Yeah, great. So these are few red flags that we should be, dodging when we write a copy piece. First is cliches, big red flag. Because cliches, this term has been used a lot. That's why it becomes a cliche. So when you are writing just like bad ad like Spice Jet, it's okay for you to use cliches. But when you set up the camp, you research, you study, you ask questions, you become a Sherlock, you'll not you will start developing a different perspective. You do not have to become a Shashi Tharoor. Not everybody has great vocabulary. So you should not become a Shashi Tharoor. Keep the ad language as simple as possible. Third is undermining the audience. A lot of times we undermine as writers. What we do is we undermine the audience. We think that, oh, people will not, understand this thing. People will not get our idea. Oh, they cannot do this. They're not creative. Please don't undermine audience. Audience are freaking crazy. They can sense a lot of things. They develop the taste, and on the development of their taste, we guys are going to sustain our skill set. So never undermine the audience. The biggest red flag I've used here is use your words wisely. Have you seen this particular scene from Mission Impossible?
I think a long time back.
Yeah, they had 3 minutes to
Yeah.
yeah, I know this thing.
So when I say use words wisely, I don't mean you use less words and make it minimalistic. A lot of times when I also write an ad, I have to go back and think that can it be written in a better way? And then a lot of times I feel that it's okay, but what I have written is good. But at some points I feel that okay, I should rewrite it in a different way and see what it has to offer me. When I rewrite it, I think this, I feel that this paragraph is making more sense, but then the rest of the structure has been, fall apart. So I might have to add a little more lines, words, but I should use my words very wisely in terms of the idea it is giving you, in terms of emotions it is giving you, in terms of um, perspective that people can develop. In that way, you need to use the words wisely. So I have this particular thing for you guys. Just a minute. So this is kind of a task for you guys. Nokia 3310. You all know this phone?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes.
Yes, sir.
So Nokia 3310 is back. It has no internet, no apps, no, only three preloaded games, no emails, no cameras. All you can do with it is make calls. Your task is to write an urging, make people urging to buy this particular phone. And I've given you a clue, a hint as well. Try to look on the side what will make people switch from smartphones to a dumb phone. If you maybe if you want to take, you can take this particular idea into the play and see where it leads you. You might find some insights over there. So write an ad. If you can use Canva and design a little bit, it's okay, but write an ad. I don't want to listen the idea of it, I want to read the ad. It can be long form ad which we saw, like print ads. It can be small banner ads, it can be social media ads, but I need an ad. Perfect. You get it? You can take screenshot of it if you want. Lilia, screenshot. Lilia, you've taken screenshots.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes.
Perfect. And there we end our session for the night. How was the session for you guys?
It was actually a lot more interesting than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
It's fun.
it's very
Uh,
informative as well.
For the first time, it was great.
For the first time, it was great. How many times have you been in my workshops?
No, as in for my first time attending a workshop, it was a great experience.
Nice. And I believe you will give me the chance to say the same when you come out with your ad piece. I want you guys to try. Please try. Their failures get you to the place you want to be. Not sitting idle will get you to any place. Yes, Naisha.
I just wanted to ask, is there a place where we could access the recording if we need to refer to something?
Yeah, you will get this recording in your dashboard of Yuva,
Okay.
ID that you've got.
Okay. All right.
These will be available for you.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm dropping, if in case you want to get in touch with me, I'm dropping my. So this unusual Harsh is my handle on LinkedIn and Instagram. Wherever you want, you can find me through this. And the other one is uh, my email address. Also, there is my number on this group as well. Wherever you feel comfortable, you can contact to me in case you have anything. And yeah, I'm not the part of Samaritans, but I would, if I can be of any help, I would be honored. All the best. Good night.
Thank you.